Hello YouTubers. Hey, today I wanted to share with you a couple of articles that really are contrasting in their content and their viewpoint, and really both of them a picture kind of where we're at as a nation, the division that we're experiencing and the spiritual polar opposites very apparent in these two articles. The first article I'm going to share with you is from a site called theresurgent.com. And 110,000 lives hang in the balance as abolition of abortion in Texas. The Abolition of Abortion in Texas Act gets April 8th hearing. That's today, April the 8th. The state legislature in Texas is hearing and the introduction of HB 896, the Abolition of Abortion in Texas Act. Now, I'll grant you, I think that this is probably a long shot, but it does my heart good to see that kind of language. You know, in the 17th century in America, we used a lot of language, the abolition of slavery. Well, it's a good thing that in this 21st century, we're seeing language now, the abolition of abortion. I mean, which is really more important, the abolition of slavery or the abolition of murder? My hat's off to the state of Texas. And this article points out that there's been a lot of pro-life legislation passed in the United States. In fact, in 2019, there were 250 different pro-life bills introduced to state legislatures, but the problem is most of these just don't get a whole lot done. Not in the terms of saving human lives. The writer of this article says that the bill introduced to the Texas legislators carries language that is similar and echoes the 14th Amendment. A living human child from the moment of fertilization on fusion of a human spermatozoa with the human ovum is entitled to the same rights, powers, and privileges as are secured or granted by the laws of this state to any other human being. The bill is very strong, goes on. The bill includes provisions to strip any other Texas political power or body to ever introduce or legalize abortion in Texas again. Well, my hat's off to those who wrote that bill, who are presenting it. Because on the other hand, in our great country, in the state of California, this article from the Washington Times, California Democrats push for abortion pill in campus clinics. And they're probably going to get it done. They have a committee that is already approved by a 7-3 vote. The College Student Right to Access Act. And this bill would make the California State University and the University of California campuses would have to offer abortion by medication techniques to students. Now, virtually the same bill was vetoed in October by then Governor Jerry Brown. Oh, Moonbeam, didn't have a lot of scruples, but he couldn't quite swallow that one. But we have a new governor. And this governor has already stated that he would gladly sign this kind of legislation. Under the California law, abortion care is already required to be covered by health insurance policies. Notice one of these statements in this article: students should not have to travel off campus or miss class or work responsibilities in order to receive care that can easily be provided at a student health center. You notice the way they word these things, to receive care. No, what it's really saying here is don't inconvenience these students as they attempt to murder unborn children. It ought to be easy and convenient. And so we'll make the taxpayers of the state of California foot the bill on these state universities. It's really the tale of two states, isn't it? Concerning their views on the sanctity of human life. And I realize there's some good, decent people who abhor abortion in California. I feel sorry for you living in that dungeon of horrors. It's just a shame. So that's what I've got today. We need to continue to pray for our great country. Pray for God's mercy to continue to extend, as surely the sword of his wrath must surely hang overhead as we continue to do the things that the Bible clearly forbids. Hey, that's all I've got today. I want to thank you for watching my video.